So you guys have been with us for now just over a year and just
about a year.
Yeah. What are your favorite things that you've seen and some challenges that we have?
One of my favorite things is seeing on an agent level, agents who really, really want to push the envelope and do something new. It's really kind of cool to see the results of that and see that that desire to be more and to do something that no one else is doing yet.
We are challenging our agents and our offices to think outside the box and do things differently and be open to those changes, and they really, really are, and it's very exciting.
One thing that we're pushing, still pushing and going to continue to, is the switch from print to digital. I don't know how you guys have seen that play out, that transition, but
well, I think like you said, listening and looking and measuring what we do is critically important with marketing. We always talk about measurably better. We still are investing more than our fair share into print. And the real challenge is when you do that, you don't have the ability to invest in other spots. And that's the important thing, is that it's a transition of investment in marketing.
I had this discussion yesterday with some agents, is this idea that, well, not everybody's on Facebook. If you pull out of the paper, there's a certain audience you're going to miss. And that's completely true. But that's also true of radio, of television, of social media, of everything. And so the question then becomes, what's the most cost effective and where is the biggest audience?
And that's why we test our markets before we just pull out of something.
Exactly.
We have never just pulled out of a newspaper. We have tested the market typically 3 months ahead of time before we ever would make that decision to transition out. And we are testing it to see, are we connecting, and what's the best way in which we connect.
I'm so happy you're doing it that way. I mean, that you're testing things and not just doing it because I'm telling you to do them.
Yeah, we still do property magazines, which are critical to our industry as well. But at the end of the day, I will say that as we continue to talk to offices and agents and about transitioning from print into the digital and social world, I'm proud of the progress everyone is making. As
a marketing team and as an agent, being your own sort of marketer, you need to think about, how is the audience going to react to this? Not, is this best serving for me? Because if all you're thinking about is how is this ad going to work for me, you're not, especially with social media when it is social and you need to, for lack of a better word, blend in with everything else on there.
Right.
You're not going to get clicks.
I love the fact that you get that. It's because sometimes we get absorbed in what we're doing just because we're trying to do either self-promotion or we just like the exposure. Right. And at the end of the day, Tracy and I talked about this, but what is marketing about?
What is marketing about?
Yes.
Marketing is about telling a story.
Marketing's about selling more homes.
It is.
There's the marketing.
Well, sales and marketing, yes.
Of course,
but
it's telling
about
a story.
telling a story.
Yes,
it's about connecting what we have to offer to that consumer so that they do buy real estate. So that they do buy it.
All true, but at the end of the day, we're building relationships and we're trying to sell.
Hey guys, JD here. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Coffee with Mike. We really hope you've enjoyed this series as much as we've enjoyed making it for you. So for our next episode, we actually want to answer questions from you, our agents, our admins, anybody. There's no question too hard, no question that's wrong. We want to know what you want to know. So if you have a question for Tom, for Mike, for Ken, for anybody, myself included, please send your emails to Carrie. She's going to go through them with us and we're going to sort them and we're going to answer your questions. So we really look forward to knowing what you guys want to know and answering those to the best of our ability. Like I said, nothing too wrong, nothing too hard, just ask away. See you soon.